mysterious new force is rising from the depths of the oceans, but should you dive in or should you steer clear? Today on Game Brigade, we're going to be taking a look at Innsmouth Rising, a new cooperative horror game which is live on Kickstarter from the Mysterious Package Company. I'm really excited about this game. I really love their immersive storytelling and narrative sleuthing games. I guess that's a mouthful of a way to describe it. But I want to talk about this campaign, give you my best impressions of what to expect, and see if this one should be for you. So if that sounds interesting, let's go. Okay, so here we are on the Kickstarter page for Innsmouth Rising. This is, again, as I said, from the Mysterious Package Company. We have about 6 days left to go in the campaign, and this is a traditional mystery sleuthing game where you're going to be solving mysteries and puzzles through separate chapters as you try to uncover the story that is going on. And as Mysterious Package Company here says, they're returning to their roots of really trying to deliver an immersive experience. I have done quite a bit of these type of mysterious packages, not necessarily always Mysterious Package Companies, but other games as well, where I've taken them, and I really love the immersive experience of getting different types of artifacts and things for you to explore. And this seems like it's going to be taking that to a higher level. So if you're looking for that deluxeified, enriching experience to really bring yourself and your family or your friends, whoever you're playing this with, or yourself into that, this might be for you. So let's talk about who this game is for, what you're looking at. 6 to 8 hours of playtime. Now that is very variable, to be honest with you, because the puzzles in this are going to be challenging. So it could be a little easier for those who are masters of the sleuthing type games or the puzzle solving games, or it could be a little bit more challenging. This game will challenge you. So just be aware of it. They're not impossible, and they're not designed to be impossible, but they're designed to challenge you, to make you think about how to come up with each of the solutions. Of course, this is a cooperative experience, so if you're playing with anyone, you will be solving this together. But this is also an incredible solo experience. I've done a lot of these type of sleuthing games solo, so if you're looking for that type of by yourself experience, this might be something to consider as well. So in this game, the basic narrative storyline is that you are going to be playing as investigators, as you're looking for what happened to the people here as they were worshiping this cult. People were worshiping, I believe, a Dagon or something like that. And you are going to be investigating all these different types of clues and artifacts, trying to solve this mystery. One of the coolest things is how this package is going to be delivered. And I wish they would show us, but with Mysterious Package Company, they don't show these things. They don't want to spoil it. This is part of the Kickstarter surprise, and it makes filming this video very difficult. So just be aware of that. But they say a handcrafted wooded crate will contain all the core materials, artifacts, and narrative content. So you're going to be getting the shipment that will be probably also very immersive. I hope it's like ship lap and broken up. Who knows what's going to be. And it says the Kickstarter exclusive will include a 2-part mailing experience available until backers of this campaign alone. So this is going to have some Kickstarter exclusivity with that. The first mailing shall not be revealed by any means, nor made available beyond this sacred covenant. So again, I wish I could show you guys more, and I know this video would be hard, but basically I can only express what I like about these type of games and what makes me excited for this one. So this is the line here that I really was resonating with, and it says, this is a balanced experience with equal emphasis placed on both the story, the physical artifacts, and the puzzle solving. I have played many of these types of games, and sometimes you get some of the puzzles that are just a little weak, but they have incredible artifacts, or you get puzzles that are so abstruse where you have to look on the game box to find a solution. I'm believing, with everything I've seen from MPC, Mysterious Package Company, in the past, that they're really going to try to balance this so that you're not having to think so abstractly, like, is there a clock on the box that we have to find a solution for? Games that do that drive me nuts in this genre, and I don't think we're going to be seeing that with this one. So unlike some of our more recent puzzle forward titles, Innsmouth Rising returns to the roots atmosphere, so immersion, atmosphere, the horror setting, this weird thing going on, will take center stage with puzzles woven organically into the narrative. So you're not going to be, I'm wondering how it's going to be doing with the artifacts. Like a lot of these games, you just get a ton of artifacts. Obviously you won't know what they are, but you kind of go through all the different type of documents, newspapers, clippings, whatever it may be. I'm wondering how they're going to uncover these different types of narratives within this story. That makes it very, very exciting for me. The difficulty is moderate by design. Again, it's hard to know what is your player skill level. I consider myself kind of maybe a moderate ability of this. One of my favorite channels to watch on YouTube, Co-op for Two, I would say he's an expert level. So I'd love to get his opinion on this. In fact, I'll tag him in this video. So if he has any comments or opinions on this, maybe he'll leave a comment down below. So it says, whether you're a seasoned investigator or curious newcomer, our fully integrated assistance system ensures the experience remains challenging, satisfying, and accessible. I'm curious how that's going to work. No matter your skill level, all the necessary game materials are included, so it's just you, the mysterious, and the objects left behind. The contents, this is all we're able to find. Obviously, this is all they're going to show us. It's all redacted. It's not a lot. And then they go into their other type of programs, other types of games, if you would be interested in picking any of that stuff up, as well as their add-ons and shipping estimates. So there's not a lot here for me to talk about in terms of like, check out the minis, check out the box, check out the rules. This is a completely different experience for any of my should you back type videos, but I'm excited for this game. Let's take a look at the rewards. Now, this is probably going to be the hardest thing to swallow for someone, and I understand it, and it's something that you all have to consider for yourself, because this is a luxury experience if we're going to be purchasing something like this. The Innsmouth Rising experience, I'm going to call it the experience because I think that's a good way to describe it. $175 is what you're looking at spending for this type of game. And now you have to understand as well that these games almost always, at least in my experience, are one-shot experiences. So you're going to be paying roughly around $200 for this one-shot experience. That's not to say that people don't do that regularly. You go to the movies, you go to the theater, people are willing to pay these types of prices for an experience that is elevated. And I think that they do that here with Innsmouth Rising in terms of Mysterious Package Company's other products. They do bring that elevated experience. It's just hard for me to fully give my stamp on this one without seeing more of it. But then again, it's hard to see that. I've even driven through all the updates and tried to see if there's anything here to give you guys more information. Most of the stuff is regarding the puzzle that they have actively going on in the campaign. If you are interested, I welcome you to try these puzzles. They have a full Discord, which you can see the link right here, where you can join other investigators in solving these puzzles. I think it's a ton of fun to see if this might be something you might be interested in, or a new genre to add to your collection. So currently my only red flag is that the price is elevated. It's obviously, this is a luxury purchase. It's not totally swaying me away from the game, because if they deliver, they've done so well with all their other products and deliveries, I can see that this could be a lifetime experience item and something, I'm wondering how the reset works. Like, there's a bunch of questions I have. Is it resettable? Are there things that I can do with this once I'm completed the full story? Things like that will help me make a better decision going forward. Okay, so checking out the updates and the FAQs, these are always things that you should always do. I looked for any type of resettability or replayability. Obviously, replayability, I didn't expect it, but they do say here, is it replayable? No. Innsmouth Rising is designed as a single playthrough experience, and once you've uncovered its secrets, it's solved the puzzles and the story unfold, you'll know the twists, turns, and the outcomes. We get that. What I wanted to know was if there was any sort of resettability or anything, because if potentially repackaging and selling it to a friend or anything would be helpful to know. Didn't see that in the FAQs. I'll send them a message and see if they have any opinions on that, because sometimes in these types of games you have to destroy the artifacts that might come in the book, so these things are important to know. But overall, I'm impressed with what I see here from this company, but again, it's hard to know exactly. The optional add-ons, if you're interested in other products, Lights Camera Murder is a great game. These are their deluxe versions. They also have alternative versions on Amazon that you could check out that are a little smaller, same game but not deluxeified, so they don't have all the artifacts. They're all kind of printed in a singular book. Great purchase as well. But these are the actual full deluxeified versions at a reduced price. I believe the normal retail price, I feel like I've seen these around $60, but I'd have to double check. It's been a while since I've been on their website and checked. But that is the game Innsmouth Rising. from Mysterious Package Company. I'd love to know what you guys think on this one. It's kind of a hard one to evaluate and talk about. In fact, let's go back to my big head. It's one that's really hard for me to evaluate and talk about. So I'd like to get some opinions from you, my audience, if this is something that you would consider backing or something that is interesting for you to add to your collection. I personally really enjoy these one-shot mystery campaigns. They're a great date night for me and my wife. I've really enjoyed diving into them, either on a weekend getaway or a singular night experience, depending on the difficulty of the campaign that we're doing. I think it's an incredible experience, and I think this one is offering, from what I can tell, that kind of unique, elevated experience that you're kind of diving for. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Before we go, though, we have our giveaway going on, and we are very close to completing our 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I think we're only about 80 or so subscribers, or maybe even less at the time of this filming. So if you would like to be part of that giveaway, please leave a comment down below with hashtag QOTD and answer the question of the day, which is, have you ever done any of these sort of mystery sleuthing type games? My first one that I ever bought were the Sherlock Holmes box sets that had about 5 or 6 experiences for you to dive in through, which I enjoyed because I liked that all the artifacts went through with all the campaigns, which are all the cases were using the similar artifacts. I thought that was a really cool experience, and I still really enjoy the Sherlock. So answer in the question down below, QOTD. That'll get you an entry into our giveaway. We're giving away right now 3 different board games. I'm always trying to get more companies to see if they'll supply more, but at the moment, 3 board games. You must be a subscriber to the channel. Hit the like button to support us, and I will talk to you very soon.